1, 2, 4 tree. Now, this is a serious bicycle race, guys, so I want you to give me your solemn word about cheating.
Of course we'll cheat. Is there any other way?
Right then. May the best cheat win. On your mark, get set. Eat my dust!
And so Romeo climbed onto the balcony where Juliet waited for him in the moonlight. Their families were at war with each other, so it was very dangerous for Romeo and Juliet to meet like this.
Well, why didn't they just chat on the phone?
On her own? No, Juliet wasn't on her own. I just told you, Romeo was there. No, Granny, what Flap meant was, if it was so dangerous for them to meet, why didn't Romeo and Juliet simply talk on the telephone? On the what? On the elephant? Oh, you children must be losing your hearing. I distinctly said Romeo and Juliet were talking on the balcony, not on the elephant.
Yeah, really? Who ever heard of someone talking on the elephant? Unless, of course, they were making a junk call.
Yes, well, I'm surprised you find Romeo and Juliet so funny. Romeo and Juliet is a story of great romance and drama, in which two young star-crossed lovers have to endure parental disapproval, sword fights, and even death before they were together again for all eternity. The story of Romeo and Juliet is very old and is one of the greatest stories of all time.
Well, wouldn't it be great to live back then?
Yeah, especially with all those sword fights.
Oh, nothing exciting ever happens these days. Eek! You brute! You bully! You bikey! Tut-tut! What could be worse than a dingo on a bicycle?
2 dingoes.
Huh? Hell!
Out of my way, carrot breath.
Cyclists, they always stop for an ice cream. Or at least they slow down.
Oh, what a perfect day. I feel on top of the world. It would take more than that to ruffle mere pelican's feathers. Delinquent dingoes!
Oh, poor Mr. Pelican.
Look out! They're coming back!
What's it, Granny?
Gangway! Phew! Uh-oh!
Oh, my only pair of glasses. What am I going to do? Reading is the only pleasure I get, and I can't afford a new pair. Don't worry. I'm sure everything will be okay. You're going to give me a bouquet? Oh, how sweet. Well, at least I still have my hearing. Blinky, you forgot to give Granny her book. Don't worry, she can't read it anyway. I'll give it back later. No time now. I've got to try and fix these. Well, I've had to fix a few broken windows in my time. This should be easy. There. Well, I can't give her those. What'll I try next? That's it. Wombo wears glasses. Here He won't mind if I borrow them for a while.
What? Where are you going with my glasses?
I was just going to clean them for you, sir.
Blinky?
Well, actually, I wanted to borrow them for Granny. The Dingoes broke hers, and she can't read us her stories.
Silly boy. My glasses are useless for other people because each pair is made differently by the optician. Why not go and have a word with him?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to do that anyway.
Good morning, Blinky. What can I do for you?
Can you fix these?
What is it?
You should know. You made them. They're Granny Koala's glasses, of course.
I say, it looks like someone's tried to fix them with sticky tape. Can you imagine?
Sticky tape? Really, eh? But she really needs to get a new pair.
Oh, but of course, yeah. I'll sell you a new pair for a bargain price of 200 gum nuts.
200 gum nuts? Isn't that a bit steep?
Oh, it's a specialized skill. How many echidnas do you know that can grind lenses?
Well, gang, I've ordered the new glasses, but they'll cost 200 gum nuts.
200
gum nuts? I'm afraid so. Can we all put our money together? Seven gum nuts, a button, and a bottle top. 10 gum nuts.
Only 5.
Nothing.
Well, that leaves 178 gum nuts to find. How are we going to raise that amount?
Sell something?
We've got nothing to sell.
We can sell cakes at a cake stall. Can anyone make cakes? I can fry eggs.
I can peel potatoes.
I can boil water.
Not very good, is it? I already miss Granny Koala's stories. They're so dramatic and entertaining. That's it. They're so good, people might pay money to see one performed. Good idea,
Good
Blinky.
idea.
Well, they are plays, after all. We could charge people 5 gum nuts a ticket, just like a real theatre.
Golly, that's a lot of money for one little ticket. 5 gum nuts.
Yeah, but it'll be a great show.
Romeo and Juliet has been a favourite with audiences for centuries. But where will we stage the show? Our theatre hasn't been built yet.
Why not use the school?
Yeah, good idea.
40 tickets at 5 gum nuts each.
That adds up to a lot of gum nuts. And where there's gum nuts, there's dingoes.
Blinky, 40 tickets at 5 gum nuts each make 200 gum nuts exactly.
It's exactly what I wanted to say. We start rehearsals tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. 200 gum nuts.
Oh, good work, Shifty.
Ah, good work, Shifty. Yeah. 200 gum nuts? Oh, I could buy 100 chocolate milkshakes for that.
I could get a new bike with 18 gears.
I could send away for that Arnold Schwarzenegger dingo bodybuilding course.
Oh, I could buy a new summer outfit. Do you realise that this one is 3 weeks old already? Danny, why don't you buy me some new clothes?
Because anything more than sunglasses is overdressed.
Do you really think we can do it?
If Blinky and his pals can make so much money, then so can the Dingoes, and we won't have to do anything illegal or underhand. Well, maybe a little. Now, here's the plan.
You want to put on a play in my school? Don't be ridiculous. Oh, but Miss Magpie, absolutely not. We only want you to lend it to us for one Saturday evening. It is for a good cause, and it's educational, and you get a free ticket. Free ticket? Ah, well, that's different then. You can borrow the school. But I want a seat in the front row, right in the middle.
Hooray!
Yippee! Yippee!
Hip, hip! Hooray! Hip, hip! Hooray! Hip, hip! Hooray!
Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare and Blinky Bill. I better make a few changes. This Shakespeare guy can't write for toffee. I mean, all these thous and these will have to go for a start. And all that rubbish at the beginning of the play. Everybody knows who Romeo and Juliet are, so let's start with a balcony scene. And as for the ending, well, you can't have the hero and the heroine die, so I'll give it something a little more cheerful. They get married and open a fish and chip shop by the beach. That's it. Ah, boy, this writing business is easy.
Ouch! Ouch! Ooh!
Hurry up, Flap!
Boy, this stage business is hard. Why can't Blinky help us again?
He's fixing up the play, putting in a few more jokes and a dance number.
Yeah, it needs it. Where shall I put them, Splodge? Over here or over here? How about over here?
Ah!
Oops!
Romeo and Juliet. Written by world-famous Blinky Bill, based on the diary of the great koala family. Saturday at the schoolhouse. Tickets, 5 gumnuts.
God. Oh, we haven't had any live theatre in Green Patch for ages.
No, not since Sir Lawrence O'Lizard injured himself trying to do a one-man version of Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
What's Romeo and Juliet about?
I think it's a comedy. You know, like Laurel and Hardy and Abbott and Costello. No, it's a cop show, like Cagney and Lacey. Oh, it sounds like a folk group. Like Simon and Garfunkel.
Excuse me, but what is Romeo and Juliet about?
It's about half an hour.
Oh, good. That's my favourite sort of show.
Oh,
Yeah, great. Oh, yeah.
Well, we've all learned our lines, so it's now time for the big dress rehearsal.
Why is it called a dress rehearsal?
Because you get to wear a dress. You're playing Juliet's mother.
Oh, snap my suspenders. Does this mean I don't get to have a sword fight? I know. I could also play Romeo's best friend and Juliet's brother, having a sword fight with myself.
Now, let's run through the balcony scene. It's the most important moment in the play. Positions, everyone? What's soft? What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn, my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Juliet, cometh inside. Your dinner is getting coldeth.
Ah, perfect! Then we have the sword fight, a brief wedding, and we close the show singing la 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 la. Oi! Any questions?
Yeah, can I at least do without the makeup?
That looks pretty easy. Oh, I reckon we can do this much better than Blinky. Yeah, talk about amateurs. Not only are we going to walk off with all their money, but we'll probably pick up a couple of Oscars as well.
Come on, hurry up. Come on, children, hurry up. Quick. Ah, of course. It was my idea that the children put on Romeo and Juliet. Shakespeare is my favourite playwright.
Boy, are you in for a surprise?
Ah, Shakespeare! What a poet! You know, when I make my speeches, I often feel like the bard. Yes, and we feel like the board.
Wombo, you young pup, what have you brought me to? I can't see a thing without my glasses.
I've brought you to the theatre, Gran.
What? You've brought me to hear a band? You sly old dog. You haven't taken me dancing since 1947.
You know what to do, guys. Take up your positions.
Mr. Mayor, Miss Magpie, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hi, Mum. Oh, welcome one and all to the Gumleaf Theatre's production of Romeo and Juliet. Tonight's performance is for a very special cause, and we will be collecting your donation after the show.
Good idea.
Well, it's a good idea.
Yes, I say it. Very good.
In the meantime, sit back and relax as we present for your enjoyment Romeo and Juliet.
That William Shakespeare's a funny writer, isn't he?
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Huh?
Romeo, my kingdom for an Alfa Romeo.
What?
To be or not to be, that is the quotation.
What have you done with Nutsy? Stop blocking my way. Fair's fair, Nutsy. Meatball got there first. But he's ruining the show.
What are you talking about? Meatball speaks Shakespeare fluently. Is this a dagger I see before me? Rose by any other name would... Oh, it pricked my finger. Oh, my finger.
Oh, I might have known. What are you doing here?
If you can put on Shakespeare, so can we. And we will have earned the money fair and square.
But the money's not for the performers. It's for a special charity case.
And who's a more deserving charity case than we poor dingoes?
Oh, you're not gonna get away with this, Danny.
And what are you going to do, call the show off? Then nobody gets any money.
Juliet, I'm Bacchus. Who are you? I'm Romeo. No, I'm Romeo. On guard, imposter.
Oh, how romantic. 2 Romeos fighting over me.
On guard.
A duel.
Hey, look, Blinky, we made it.
Brilliant. It really brought the house down.
And that's tonight's performance, folks. Just 5 gumnuts if you enjoyed it. 10 if you didn't. Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Here's one over here. Here's mine. Romeo and Juliet, as you've never seen it before. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's all for a good cause. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Danny?
Yes?
For a performance like that, I would proudly give 100 gum nuts. Just one more thing.
Yeah?
What did you say the money was for?
Oh,
Granny's new glasses.
Really? Oh, what a splendid idea. That's very noble of you, Danny. And I suppose you want to hand it over personally? No, don't be modest. This is a fine thing you're doing. Be proud of it. I mean, it's not every day you get to be such a help in the community. And Granny will be so glad you've really made her day. Oh, her new glasses.
Oh, hooray! And now that I can finally see again, could you possibly put on Romeo and Juliet for me? Extra!